What it is, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? I see. Oh, that might have been really loud. I'm sorry for that. I keep forgetting I got a microphone now, all fancy and whatnot. How is everybody doing tonight? That sounds a whole lot better. Keith Williams, Robert Richardson, Craig Knight, Stephen Davis, Jim, welcome to the captain's meeting. Not only the captain's meeting, however, it is the first captain's meeting of 2021. Guys, KBBT is back. Welcome to the party. This isn't going to take very long. It's going to be real quick, real simple. We're going to run through a few things real fast. Before how you doing, Stephen? Last minute entry there. Bobby, Courtney Dobson, welcome to the KBBT family. Jason Denise, Daniel Glennie, Jeremy Brandis, welcome to all you guys back. I want to make a real quick announcement before I add Greg in here and we get to this captain's meeting. Guys, I did secure one more sponsorship for the KBBT National Championship. I actually, for second place, you already know, if you didn't hear about it, first place is getting $10,000, 80 amped lithium battery, and 80 amped lithium battery, and a Motor Guide XI3 with pinpoint GPS. Second place is not only taking home their check, but second place is also getting $400 from Westbrook Supply Co. So, I mean, hey, Westbrook has donated $400 to the second place finisher. Take that. It's going to be awesome. So real big shout out to them. Let's go ahead and add Greg in here. Kick this sucker off real fast. Nozar. Lisa, Brad, Scott.
Yo, can you hear me?
I got you, buddy. Tommy Thompson, John Mooney, Todd. Welcome to the party, guys. Greg, it's our first captain's meeting.
2021 is here. Excited.
I mean, dude,
really good stuff.
Pumped. So we're
me too, man.
We got a little bit of a lag there. I'm sure that's that special Mount Pleasant KOA KOA service there.
I'm glad you're running it, not me, man.
Well, let's we're gonna start off with the basics. I am gonna give the identifier here at the end of this, but we're gonna kick it off with just a few basics. Guys, anybody out there, the most important thing is if you don't have a KBBT identifier, you need to get one quick or get with me or Greg real fast. We don't accept KBF identifiers. We don't accept it being written down on the back of your hand. You must use the KBBT 2021 identifier card. That is a mandatory. If it's not in your picture and you haven't contacted me and Greg, all your fish will be denied on the spot. Please don't make me do that.
Correct.
Like PFDs on at all time, just like any other normal rules. Public waters only. If there is a question, we are going to look into it. We've done it before. Lines in at 6:30. You can launch whenever you want to launch, but lines in at 6:30. Please don't make us have that conversation. Lines in at 6:30. Lines out by 4:30. You have until 5 o'clock to get your picture submitted for those people that do not have service. You got an extra 30 minutes. You got a 10-hour day. 5 o'clock at 5 o'clock and 1 second, we will no longer be accepting pictures. If you get them in at 5:00:00, if you want to risk it that much, I'll accept it. But 5:00:01, that's a wrap. Stephen Davis, I see your comment. Get with me after the show. We'll figure something out for you. Just make sure you get with me because I'm going to forget in 10 minutes. Greg, what are some other important rules that I'm not thinking off the top of my head right now?
Yeah, I mean, we just go by KBF's standard competition safety rules. Obviously, we've no sharing fish, no transporting fish, none of that stuff. Make sure you have closed mouths, otherwise it's going to be 1 inch deduction. If it's open more than a 1/4 inch, just make sure that you're using the correct measuring boards. We're pretty much, we prefer just to catch metal boards, but if you've got carbonite, fine. Try to stay away from hog troughs. The controversy regarding that. If that's all you got, we will accept them. We are going to wean away from those eventually. But yeah, just make sure that we have an approved measuring device. Let's see. Fish is obviously from left to right. Public waters only. Public launches only. It is 10 hours. So, I mean, that's plenty of time for fishing. Like Marcus said, if you don't have service, just make sure you get to a position to upload your fish at 5 o'clock local time. It's your local time. And make sure you have your cell phone service on. Everybody's fishing. All 32 anglers are fishing tomorrow. So we'd like to get in contact with you. We're going to be broadcasting you. If you have a phone mount, great. We want to get you on air. We want you to be promoted as much as possible. People want to see you fish. So just enjoy it, man. This March Madness. This is legitimate. March Madness is here. First time that we actually get to coincide with a double NCAA bracket tournament. That's what it's all about. And there's gonna be a lot of upsets tomorrow. A lot of upsets gonna happen, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. So can't wait. It's gonna be a showdown. A lot of great matches tomorrow. A lot of great matches. I can't wait to see some of these matchups and see how they turn out.
Absolutely. Guys, make sure you check your Facebook messengers throughout the day. Just a couple quick tips if you've never been in the bracket before. We do not send you invitations if you don't have fish on the board. Once you've posted a fish, I will send you a link to the stream via Facebook Messenger. We will be broadcasting roughly between 7 and noon. There is always a chance I accidentally sleep in and somebody wakes me up, but we're going to try to avoid that. 7 to noon is going to be the broadcast time. You got 5 hours. Any fish caught and submitted to the Tourney X in that time period, you will receive a StreamYard invitation in your inbox. It is KBF standard. So, as Greg was saying, hand placement is everything. No hand under the gill plate, no hand on the actual fin of the tail. Although, just to clear up controversy, we will accept, your fingers or hand on the actual meat, just not the fin itself. Don't touch the fin of the tail. Don't, all that. Don't cover the eyes. Make sure your mouth is closed. Fish is facing left to right. And for those of you that are using hog troughs, if your board looks like it's bent 3 inches, I'll deny it and we can talk about it later. It is what it is. But let's go ahead. Todd wanted to jump in here. We'll add him real fast.
Oh,
but yeah, I mean, this broadcast is solely for you guys.
This is the qualifier. This is the qualifier for the national championship. So after tomorrow, the field is locked in terms of what's happening for the national championship. Do not wait, because we are trying to fill that national championship bracket as quick as possible. The prizes that we've already been announcing for the national championship is unbelievably ridiculous. Get yourself locked in, signed up for the national championship, because if we don't get yourself signed in, we're going to go to the roll down spots, and the first roll down spots we're going to get back to is this particular national qualifier. We've already gone through some of them from the previous national qualifying tournaments, but these roll down spots, if you lose tomorrow, don't sweat it, because again, you could be pushed ahead of some of the roll down spots that happened basically last year. So get signed up quick. We want to fill that bracket up as quickly as we can, and because we're going to start seeding the national championship bracket as well, and getting those positions and announce that bracket as soon as possible. So it's going to be really, really neat. It's not a random draw in the national championship. It's legitimate seeding. So get signed up quickly.
Stephen Bell, I believe it is. If you want to send me a copy of that just for verification, I will. But the identifiers are on the KBBT Facebook page. We have talked about them a couple times as well. Kelly, hog troughs are allowed. You just got to make sure that they're not getting bent 3 inches downward. No need to bring that up or anything, but just, make sure that the board is there correctly. Plastic bins, we all understand that. Just make sure your picture is positioned correctly. Greg, the identifier, is it the same one we used in the... Yeah, make sure it's marked real well. I mean, make sure it's marked. Todd said, call him Oral Roberta. Greg, is the identifier that we're using the same as the one bait challenge in January? Was it the same identifier?
Yes.
Okay, Steven, there's your answer. So it would be. Guys, I mean, that's I did have a couple fan favorite matchups. There is 3 of them. Let me see if I can find them real quick. There was 3 fan favorite matchups. I took a little bitty poll on the side that everybody wanted to see. Let me pull it up just real fast. Sorry, guys, I was unprepared on this one. I will say this. I do know 2 of them. It is, all right, here we go. So the fan favorite matchups of the week. Jim Levere taking on John Mooney. Huge. Tommy Thompson taking on Greg Nozar. Huge. And believe it or not, out of exactly 50 votes, the third matchup of the week that everybody's watching, our own Todd Patrick taking on Mark Pendergraf. So, that's the first time we've ever had 2 broadcasters make fan favorite matchups. It's going to be really interesting, but we're not doing our picks tonight. We've done them twice. That's a little bit change up. Normally we would.
It's going to be a boring matchup after, I guess, the first 2 hours. I mean, for me, it's just going to be like, oh, okay. It's going to be like, I don't know, Butler going up 70-0. Oh, by the way,
Man,
listen, we also have the state Brawl Invitational going on at the same time. The same code that we're using for the KBBT bracket tomorrow is going to be used for the state Invitational. So it's not a different code. You can use the same code. It's just fine. Use whatever Marcus sends out. You can write that on your hand if you want to. Some guys don't have the KBBT Invitational or the KBBT identifier, but only the people in the state Brawl is doing it. We have Iowa versus Texas versus Florida. There's 5 angler teams put together, and it is going to be awesome. The best 15 win that. So there's a lot of trash talking and all that. And Matt Kasparek, I'm coming for you, buddy. Absolutely. We have a little bet side by side about who's going to do well, have the most fish for tomorrow. So it's about time to get on and see who's the best. Texas, Florida, or Iowa. It's going to be amazing. It's a lot of fun.
And Conrad, we did have a couple changes. I think we had 4. Whoa, that was really loud. Thank you, microphone. Sorry about that, guys. We did have 4 changes altogether. Of course, Keith Williams taking Kathy Matheny's spot. It'll be Keith Williams versus Scott Shishowicz. Matt Frentress will be facing Cayman Rasmussen instead of Kyle Burns. Tommy Thompson will be facing Greg Nozar instead of James Penny. And last but not least, it will be Stephen Bell taking on Jason Denise out of Florida. So those matchups were a little bit last minute change, especially Stephen Bell's coming right down to the edge of it. But it is really cool. So, I'm really going to go ahead and put on the line. I think at least 2 people are going to break 100 tomorrow on our first one. So it's going to be a thing. Todd, where are you fishing, buddy? You never gave us a state. What state you going to be? He's gone again. Never mind. Never mind. He's gone again. Oral Roberta is gone. He has left the building.
I do know he's fishing in Arkansas.
Oh, okay. Well, then I know where he's fishing. We'll leave it at that. But all right, all you guys is a long awaited. We are going to go ahead and give you the code. The code for tomorrow is M as in Mary, I as in Igloo, B as in Black. MIB. That is your code for tomorrow.
Men in Black.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm glad somebody got it. Thank you, Jesus. Men in Black. MIB, that is your identifier code for both tournaments tomorrow. So that's pretty much a wrap. If you have any extra questions, please message me at least for the next couple hours. I'm going to be a little bit tied up getting everything ready for tomorrow's broadcast. I'll be able to respond to messages. Just don't blow my phone up with phone calls. But shoot me a message if you have any questions. Let Greg and Todd rest because they're competing tomorrow. Any questions or concerns, bring them to my attention. I'll address Greg if they need be. Good luck to everybody out there. Be safe. It looks like beautiful weather across the board. Scott, it doesn't matter where you put it, buddy. You can put it in one box. You can put it in all the boxes. That is totally up to you. So however
Yeah, it
you
doesn't
feel
matter.
about that one. Usually we just go, one round at a time, but that's up to you, buddy. Any more questions and concerns? My Facebook Messenger will be on all night long, and I'll be here all day tomorrow. So just shoot me up, and we'll go from there. Good night, everybody. Best of luck, and let's give them a show to watch tomorrow. All right. Well, that's a wrap, guys. KBBT out.